front of the ball. I think the shot calls for a little kind of punch cut, just avoid those tree limbs on his line to the right, but he's taking it upstairs here. It looks like big aggressive, but that is a mistake. You don't want to miss this left, and that's well left of the green.
And we'll see a little more of that Spieth magic that he showed us earlier this week with.
Yeah, 120. He's got some slope behind it he could use. Land short, good chance it could spin off. He's flighted this one down. He's going to try to use that slope behind the hole. Should come back now.
He come back as much as he wanted, but a good shot will be a very quick putt coming.
Ahead to 7, and Duncan out of the right rough.
Aggressive club, 270 to the hole, trying to get it up there as far as he can. Tree down the left-hand side. We've seen players struggle with that tree all week. That's in great shape. Good shot out of there. 68 all the way to the hole. Going to take it over the tree, try to, and cut it.
Stop cut.
We'll cut it a little and comes up a little short, though. Plenty.
Short-sighted. At this point, just make sure you get the ball on the green.
Hope you're good.
Oh, go. Oh.
You got it on the green.
Yeah, these greens are hard to read, is what I'm going to say. I had this kind of moving a little right to left. And then about halfway to the hole, I think it starts to go back to the right.
Well, it didn't go left at first. It went right at the end. Mark, we're testing out your reading place to be, isn't it?
I'm committed to it, Phil.
Okay.
I'm going to go with what I see.
Well, you're doing very well.
Point of this green. So it should turn from his right to left.
That is just a momentum killer. You make a birdie, and you come back and give it right back and bogey the next. It's like to hold the other team. You just don't want to let them back.
Duncan's third here at 7.
Try and play low skipper. Got more skip than he thought he was going to get. Got the check. Pretty good shot, about 10, 12 feet. I love that shot. That's my favorite when you hit that shot. Like you stay right with it. It's a fun shot to hit.
See what Reed chooses to do here.
See how nice and tight that lie is. You're just going to flip it up in there and let it release a little. Very good result.
We'll go back onto the tee here. And Matt Wolff, boy, this target looks tight.
It is. You go single file down this fairway if you wanted. Oh, this is a low hooker. Caught the tree early on. And that one might be out of bounds. I did not see it. I was standing right where it hit the tree. And it rattled around, and there's that fence there. Stayed in. Actually, it's okay.
Okay.
I've been told it's okay.
Well,
yeah, that's never happened before.
he gave the I don't know where it is, which does look like safe, except that's not what it means.
Yeah, good tee shot here for Kramer down the right center.
He saw a week with the putter. He lost a stroke and a half in strokes gained the first with 1.2 strokes the first round. He gained 4.5 the second round. He lost a third of a stroke the third round. And a good putt there, and that will help his stats here in the fourth round, because up to this point he was losing conclusion about what you have to do other than start the ball on line at the right speed.
I agree with you, and yet the books keep coming out.
They do. People have theories and they have ideas. Ultimately, at the end, it's the guy who thinks he can putt.
Right, every one of those theories. Tyler's caddy was drinking, so he just tapped the club. Wolff found his ball.
far right reaches of this green. So I think the best play is to lay up down the left-hand side. You have a really good look at the green from there. And that's where he's headed. From there, he'll be able to see the entire green, and he'll be coming up between a couple little tiers, and he's going to have an upslope live ball above his feet to help out.
Middle of the green.
Long way away, though, 293. Here I'm talking about the breeze. There's a slight breeze back in the face, but not much. Well, you hit it really solidly. Wow. Are you kidding me?
Come on, Mark. He flew that ball 285 yards. The 3-wood off.
Yeah, that green will kind of move that ball from left to right. So if you kind of land on that front left, just right of that greenside bunker, it'll work that way. That's exactly where this is headed. If it's enough, needs it to go a little bit, I think.
You hear him say, Mark, that he spun that a little more than he wanted. He didn't think he was going to get up.
Reed on the tee at 8.
And a lot of little cut shots today. Being forced to is how some of these holes shape. Another good result.
Right on.
It sounds like he's going to try to use that slope behind it to bring this ball back some. Yep. Really good shot. Didn't get all the way to the slope. Didn't get the skip I think he was expecting. It turns out great. See how he abbreviated that follow through.
Stop. That's come on. Stop.
It's got to settle there. A good shot. Trying to punch that, take the flight down just a little bit in the zip code that they want. You see, you have more guys who are able to launch it and control it. It's fun to watch.
Without question. This is a tricky little putt here. Down the slope, it should work left to right, and I think it wants to pull back to the left.
It's a settle.
Once you got through Thursday, we didn't get any more.
Yeah. Nice pace.
Yeah, absolutely. I think even if we had gotten another downpour on Thursday after that first one, I don't think there's any question it could have been very iffy going forward. I mean, the golf course was just saturated, but it's had some time to dry out. It's really about speed here.
Thanks.
Very nice
That was very nice speed, very nice line.
for birdie.
Shouldn't be too much in this putt. Good opportunity. He's definitely left some shots out there on the green so far today.
Back at 7 now. Wolf for par.
You gotta be careful with this one. Easy to lose it to the right.
Roller coaster this game is. The tee shot's left. You think it's in a backyard. You're staring at bogey at best for birdie.
Oh, come on, Tyler. What was that? What a great name for a professional golfer, Duncan. You got a dunk one for us, Duncan?
Yeah, pretty much dead still out here. As I mentioned earlier, we've got a lot more humidity. It is going to be a toasty afternoon. Yeah, this headed left. There are some grass bunkers and fairway bunkers over there.
How about Wolf?
I do like the iron off the tee. And this down the left side of the fairway should be good.
Go to the tee at the par 3 9th in TylerDuncan.
They play 203 yards with the hole cut back left portion of this green. That will be a long, long putt.
Yeah, it'll move all the way towards it.
So he's seeing a trap draw, a little flighted shot, which is a lower trajectory is what that means. He's going to try to drive it with the draw, land it in the middle of the green, and release it back to this back hole location. You got the lower flight and the draw, and a great line too. Look at this stretch, beautiful shot.
Good plan. We go to the fairway at 8. Matthew Wolf.
And 135. There's some slope left to this flag. You can, and it's good contact, but that's pulled to the left.
All right, also left. How about this situation for Hickok?
Terrible. 119, ball way below his feet. I mean, way below his feet. Just going to try to punch something up, maybe short of the green. This is a little left. Not sure if it'll hang on to the fairway down over that mound.
Nope.
Ball 3 feet past it, your next ball 3 feet past that, and your next ball 3 feet past that. You do it with 5 or 6 balls, and it teaches you to learn to control your speed.
Ooh, I like that one.
Tyler didn't need much work on his. That's really well done, about 2.5 feet.
Back at 8, Hickok's third.
Yeah, this one complicated as well. Let's see if this ball comes back a little bit. Should.
Got just to the crest.
Yeah, I think from there that was pretty well played.
I'd be thinking right now, this is a 9 holes. I could have easily shot 4 or 5 under par.
This is for 4 under at the turn.
Easily shot 4 or 5 under par.
So, lots of missing. 9 holes to play. Back to 8, Wolf for birdie.
This putt's going a little bit downhill, working left to right. You got to be careful of the speed if you get past the hole.
Even we use the big word pensive. You noticed a difference in his attitude right off the bat this morning. Now Hickok for par.
This should be a heck of a par.
Oh, it's a little more pace.
That could be any.
It's hard to do. So many distractions can get in the way.
Wolf for par.
Keep this inside the right edge.
Okay, ahead to 9. Duncan for his par. Just missed one a little longer than this. Okay. I don't think we have a full-on demon situation just yet.
Yeah, we probably do.
We are under a demon watch right now.
Yeah, I think that the garbage can lid is rattling.
Let's say that's a little too descriptive.
Touches too close to home.
Yeah, yes. 209. I think really tough hole to get close to. You can't flat all the way back there, I don't think. Although Matthew Wolf's hit a high towering shot, but turning left. Yes. Yeah, ideally, kind of right at the camera tower. If it turns over, fine. If not, leaves yourself a reasonable shot. Now this headed towards the right side of the green. Now turning back left a little.
My bad shots, I would yell.
Many 4s so far this week as we make it to the back 9, PatrickReed.
Well, he tried to draw that one. He's hit several cuts in a row quite nicely, and then tried to hit the draw there, and he got another cut by the generator.
In that around 1,000 volunteers to make these events work. usually about 6 to 10 on every single hole on the golf course.
Go here, Patrick.
They are the reason that they're able to have these tour events. Without them, they couldn't have them. And they're also a big component of the charity element as well.
They sure are. Matter of fact, those volunteers, they've...
But I'd like to get underneath this one a little bit, land on the upslope. But that one just came out quickly here, and I don't know, Phil. I think that lid is starting to rattle a little bit.
Yeah, I think it is. He's
from that generator. Kramer Hickok back at the 9th hole, tapping in for his par. I felt like I was in that 3 or 4 week range, but in the summer I'd play, if I was kind of back up against the wall, needed to get into the playoffs, I would play 6 in a row, or early in my career, as we see Matthew Wolf, 5 just to get my card, or top 150. I would play less in the beginning of the week, right? You'd come in on, guys are itching to get going.
right.
But a practice round in the summer months, pretty quiet, even in a field of 156. What was your number, Phil?
Yeah, I played 5 in a row because when I went home, I would take 2 or 3 weeks off. I wouldn't touch a club. And my first week back, I was rusty, but I was eager. Weeks 2, 3, and 4 were usually good. My 5th week, I was a little burnt, but trying to hang on because I've been playing quite a bit, and then I go home and get away from it again. But it took me a while to learn that. For the longest time, I try to just keep playing, and then you get really fragile. And it's kind of what Matthew Wolf looks like right now. You kind of get on that edge, and you just, and I just found it took me a long time to learn the best way to deal with that. Left, if he's got an angle, he can see it, playing a little low run up.
Club twirl.
This, settle down a little. Settle down a little. Okay, good shot. And punch shots and whatnot. I was watching TylerDuncan with his second. And you wonder if maybe there's a mindset there for some of these short slack. Like Tyler just has 129 yards, a wedge shot. And we've seen some players struggle at times with their distance on these. That maybe if they saw more of a window or more into the flight visually.
Yeah, a little wind has finally come up here, and much appreciated by myself, and certainly by the players and spectators. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit down the right-hand side. Should be okay. Yeah, and look, it's a big bounce there.
Good shape, though. Good tee shot there.
It's the most sweat today. Hey, Karn.
I don't have a choice.
TMI.
Activate the glutes.
Yeah, he's missed a lot of these left today. Certainly skirting the edge there. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah, he took a little off of that one behind Kramer Hickok with his tee shot there. It was really incredible to watch. I don't know how they did it. I still can't do it.
PatrickReed now down the hill. This would be an incredible birdie.
I just think there's, Tiger used to practice.
You get more away from golf swing, I would think, when you're looking at a window. You're just trying to be an athlete and react to a target.
Well, and it also allows you to get away with a bad swing. You might make a takeaway or a backswing that's not that great. Maybe you slide a little bit, but because you're focused. He needs a little better visual with the putter right now. You feel like he's just trying to force it. I bet if you just went and said, hey, take that finger and just trace a line back.
On occasion, there's slope short of it, so easy to either spin it off or not get it all the way back there.
Another one-handed follow through. Very quick to not like his shot. So far today, he's negative half a stroke.
No, none of us do. Kramer.
And from 115. Actually, I thought that shot by Matt was not too bad. This is struck well. May need to sit down, though.
Now, you just got to control your distance with your wedges. Now he's off course.
That's true. Unfortunately, I won't get a chance to play it again. Kramer Hickok won't. Now, at the 11th, par 3 playing 238 today.
Monster par 3 with the hole cut back right up on a plateau. This will be one of the more difficult holes on the golf course today. And And he will have to get that out of you, and having an instructor who is a good player, because they can coach you a little bit on how to play, you know, what in certain situations, how you feel. What are you going to do when you feel a certain way on the golf course? That's way to the right.
Could run all the way down to the front left portion of the green here.
I'm telling you, he have any good contests with guys when you were playing?
Oh, absolutely. I grew up on the back of the range. I grew up, but I was in the back of the range there at TPC with VJ. You talk about some interesting games.
Yeah, I imagine.
And I agree. I think imagination, ingenuity, and everything is important.
One to like 6 inches and lip the other one out. And then Brian goes, oh, I see what you're talking about. Now TylerDuncan from the rough here, right on 11 with his second.
That grass was growing towards the hole, which really made that shot a lot easier. He judged it pretty well. Chance there for par. Draw, splash it out, let it roll kind of an action. See if he does it again here. Notice how square he's set up with everything, including the club face.
Let's keep an eye on that right heel. How long does he keep that on the ground? The whole time.
See how much he released that and just kind of splashed it out and let it release. That seems to be his favored technique out of the bunker. A lot of different ways to do it.
Oh, Phil, you taught me that earlier this week. Just
try to draw a line with that finger he's got down the shaft, or change your grip slightly, or change your grip pressure slightly, change your ball position slightly, something to make yourself feel a little more like, hey, this might work, a little more optimism. Keep doing the same thing, it's not working. Einstein said something about that, didn't he?
That's just really poor speed from inside 10 feet.
It was either Einstein or Mark Twain. The definition of insanity. You keep doing the same thing. You say, hey, this is too far out there, then you just don't go that way. You go a different direction. There's too many different ways to do it.
I totally agree with that. But too many times we go hundreds and thousands of balls thinking, well, it looks good on camera, but the TrackMan's giving me those numbers. Eventually, maybe I can take this to the golf course. PatrickReed, nice up and down out of the bunker.
Tom Watson slapped that into me one time at the memorial, asked me what I was working on. I told him. He said, you might want to look at the video. Yes, sir.
All right, back on the tee. How about you, Karn? How long would you stick with something that you just learned?
I'm with Phil. I mean, if I didn't feel it in the first 5 or 6 golf balls, I was going a different route. Because, you know, it's just like you go get a fitting on a club and they say, oh, this is perfect for you. I say, I want to see it. I've got to see it. I got to feel it. Numbers were not good. Although I am a good numbers guy, but just not when it comes to the game of golf. 238, as you guys said, long par 3 today.
I think that's
usually a good sign if you let go of the club, but
I think that's about 10 swings in a row, Mark, that he has let go of the club.
Yeah, it seems to me that obviously with his swing, timing is one of the most important things. His transition to me looks a little quicker than what we normally see.